Hi, welcome to Start 3D Modeling. In this video, using this simple example, I will show you a few basics of 3D modeling in Plasticity. If you want to learn more about 3D modeling in this system, I've included a link in the description below to a nearly 2-hour guide where I discuss the basics of 3D modeling in Plasticity in quite some detail. I'll move to a new project now and show you how to create this part. We will start with the corner box command and create a plate like this. I place the start of this box at the origin point. Then I press the Tab key, enter the dimensions as 150 by 50 millimeters, and press Enter. Next, I define the height of this solid. I press the 5 key. I press Enter and Enter again to confirm. Now I switch to edge selection mode and holding Shift, I select the corners of the solid. Then I press the D key to define the radius. I type 20, I press Enter and Enter again to confirm. Now I switch to face selection. I select this face. I press space to switch to a temporary construction plane. I choose circle drawing and draw a circle at the origin point with a diameter of 30 millimeters. So I press the Tab key, type 30, press Enter, and we have a circle created. Okay, this circle is selected, and now I will create more circles on this face. I'll do this by copying this circle using the keyboard shortcut Shift+D. This immediately activates the Move command, which allows moving the copy of the circle, but as you can see, the X and Y axis of the Move command don't align with the coordinate system axis. We need to reset the pivot point here. We have the Remove Pivot command, and we do it using this keyboard shortcut. Now the axis of the Move command align with the coordinate system axis. And now I will move this circle along the X-axis by 45 millimeters. I press the X key, type 45, or actually let's make it 40. I type 40, I press Enter and Enter again to confirm. As for the command I activated with the keyboard shortcut, it is the Place command. You can also select this command from the command list. Now we will create the same circle on the other side of the Y-axis, and this time we will do it using the Mirror command. I select this command from the command list. I indicate the plane relative to which the copy of this geometry will be made. I click OK, and we have this. I close the temporary construction plane view. Holding Shift, I select these 3 regions. Now, based on these regions, we will create holes in the solid. We do this by creating new solids based on these regions using the Extrude command. Next, we activate the Difference command by pressing the W key on the keyboard, and we select the solid in which we are creating the holes. We click OK, and we have this. Now I turn off the visibility of planar geometries. I click on the Curves group and click the eye icon next to one of these geometries to disable the visibility of planar geometries. I select this face again, press space, and we will create more geometries here. I choose Circle Drawing and place the center of the circle at the center of this fillet. As you can see, we have these helper points here. We place the center of the circle at this point and the point lying on the circumference at this point. Next, we will create a circle that has a radius 5 millimeters smaller than this circle, and we will do this using the Offset command. You can activate this command from the command list. Here we have the Offset Curve command, or simply with the geometry selected, press the O key and define the offset distance. I type -5 millimeters here. I press Enter and Enter again to confirm. Next, I choose Line Drawing and draw a line from this point to that point, and I right-click to finish drawing. I select the Line tool again. Now, I draw a line from this point to that point and right-click to finish. I close the temporary construction plane view, and here, based on this geometry fragment, we will create another solid with a height of, for example, 50 millimeters. I press Enter and Enter again to confirm. Okay, this solid is selected, we activate the mirror command. Now I would like to create more copies of this solid. However, as you can see, by default we can create copies relative to the coordinate system planes. But we also have the freestyle command here, which allows us to freely define the mirror plane. So we press the F key, and now we indicate 2 points that will define the mirror plane. I select this point, for example. Now I define the next point and press Enter to confirm. Now these two solids are selected. I activate the mirror command again. Then I press the F key and define 2 points for the mirror plane, this time on the other axis, and press Enter to confirm. Now, holding Shift, I select all solids in the outliner, or we can select all these solids in the workspace. But first, we must switch to solid selection mode. Now, for example, using a selection box, we can select all the solids. We activate the Boolean operation. We can activate this operation by pressing the Q key on the keyboard, and we select the union operation to combine these solids. We click OK. I turn off the visibility of planar geometries. And in this way, with just a few clicks, we have created something like this. Of course, it is worth realizing that when I am demonstrating something, it takes much longer than when making such a solid yourself. In Plasticity, we can probably make such a solid in about a minute. And it is worth realizing one thing. Demonstrating takes much longer than modeling such a part without showing it. In Plasticity, we can create 3D models really quickly, and as I mentioned at the beginning, if you want to learn the basics of 3D modeling in Plasticity, you will find a link in the description below to a nearly 2-hour guide where I discuss the basics of 3D modeling in this system in quite some detail. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.